Well, let's just talk about the answer in two ways: on a personal level and a professional level. On a personal level, my dad, simply put in one line, is the most decent person I ever met. Honest, kind, gentle. Okay. As far as on a non-personal level, I probably think Mahatma Gandhi. Now, I'm sure that people will be pretty surprised at that kind of choice. But I just like telling people, I like Jesus for the theory and Gandhi for the practice. That if somebody showed the 20th century, when the biggest swamp, which is politics, it could still be as pristine and serene as it's supposed to be. Then it shows that, in other words, what is told to us with the holy books is possible to practice that. In that sense, Gandhi stands icon. In fact, I will tell you frankly, when the way my life was going, okay, I think, I probably would have ended up as a criminal genius, except the fact that I discovered Gandhi when I was 14. And it showed me that what I had been taught in Sunday school, all those first 7 or 8 years in Sunday school. The Sunday school is nothing but a school where you go. It's a church, like a church school that you do it either before or after church. But like a lot of people go to Sunday school. I'd almost lost my faith until I found it through God Himself. If I have to refine my ethical or moral compass, it is because Gandhi. Not so much that he found independence for our country, no, but because of the man he was, and it showed that it's possible to be a good person, a decent human being. And to this day, in my book, the biggest compliment I can receive or tell somebody else is saying, you're a good human being, you're a good person. And that is where I see the conjunction between my dad and my Gandhi. My dad was a simple man, but I'll tell you frankly, in a world where I see so much cynicism and dishonesty and inauthenticity, he's a good person. I've never heard him lie, and yet he was not so obstinate like a lot of self-righteous people. He was also kind. In other words, he is what I would call an ideal person should be, an ideal man should be, which is a gentleman. In one way, I admire him because he's got traits and characteristics which I don't have myself. The gentleness, for example, is not part of my genetic makeup. I made more like my mom than like my dad. But there are certain things I picked up from him, and I hope one day I'll give them I'll make him proud. Not just for what I achieved as in my professional life, but what I am as a person. All of you guys, I'm sure, have heroes. And I hope your heroes are role models, people who you can be like. Even if your hero is a movie star or a rock star or a social media influencer, I hope you choose a hero in such a way that you can use them as a template for your own lives. I certainly did with my dad and Gandhi. And I hope you're blessed that you have in your in your circles, people whom you can look up to and admire and most importantly imitate. By the way, if you like what you hear here, whether you agree or disagree, why don't you smash that button, subscribe and comment below. I would love to hear what you want to say, because maybe I learned something and hopefully you have learned something by listening to this video.